I think that we all see ourselves in one Guardian or another. They all have very unique and distinct personalities. Each one of us either is a Drax or knows a Drax. I think that that's part of the fun of it.
Die Galaxie braucht nach wie vor ihre Guardians. Hallo, wir kommen in Frieden. Oh, Drax, dein Ernst, Alter?
No!
Oh, au!
Fans will surely miss the Guardians. Do you think they will be satisfied with this ending for the Guardians?
I think so, yeah. I mean, from my limited, awareness of people who have seen the movie, of the test audiences, of everybody else, it's working really well. I feel good in my gut, which is the best, because the last thing I wanted to do was to come out of this movie and disappoint people. The last thing I wanted to do was come out of the movie and feel like I hadn't given each of these characters the story they deserved for this trilogy. So I feel pleased.
In a previous interview, you talked about some kind of superhero movie exhaustion. And how do you think the Guardians stand out in this regard?
Well, first of all, I don't really think the Guardians of superheroes. I think they're basically space adventurers. But I also think that the Guardians work, whether or not you think of them as superheroes, because it really is about the characters first and foremost. It's about the story first and foremost. I think as long as people really focus on that, on creating great stories, then it doesn't matter what the genre is, whether it's a superhero movie, Western, gangster film, romance. All of those things work if the movies are good, and none of them work if they aren't good.
What will you miss most about working on the Guardians movies and with the cast and crew?
I love Chris Pratt's my buddy. We goof around all day, every day while we're shooting. We're constantly making jokes, and I will miss the whole cast, but I think I'll miss that the most. Just don't tell him I said that.
It's just all the moments laughing together, I think, in between takes. And during takes, actually. We laughed a lot during takes as well.
So fun.
Because everyone's so funny, and everyone's so good at playing these characters and really committing to it that makes it even funnier. And then James will be like, say this, do this. And you can hear James just like, with the microphone, like laughing somewhere because he's like laughing so hard at someone's performance. And that always just like makes me laugh so much when he's like enjoying it.
Yeah, because like all the characters are so colorful and unique in their own way. You know, it's like such a good group, and you relate with each of them for different reasons. You know, so it's really cool.
Also ist es so. Ich bin Star-Lord. Ich habe die Guardians gegründet, hab ein Mädchen getroffen, mich verliebt. Sie ist gestorben, aber kam dann zurück. Kam zurück und war echt scheiße. Oh, bitte. Du hast ein paar wichtige Infos weggelassen, aber im Wesentlichen stimmt's.
Did you take like a souvenir from set, something to remember?
Yeah, I kind of stole ukulele, but the scene is not even in the movie anymore, so...
So now you just have a ukulele.
No, you know what? I don't have a souvenir from this movie, and I need to get one. Because I have the orb from the first movie, I have Ego's car from the second movie, so I need something from this movie.
I didn't take anything, actually. I took my makeup off for the final time, and it's kind of like a second skin that's glued onto me. So we like peeled it off, and I look like a monster. And then I like threw it at the side of a truck, and it stuck to the truck. And that was the last time I saw my makeup.
The Awesome Mix soundtracks is almost like a hype on its own. Did you expect it to become so popular?
No, Lord, no, not from the beginning. Oh, no. It was a big surprise that the music took off in the way it did, but it was also a really pleasant surprise.
How do you choose the right songs to match so uniquely with the scenes?
Trial and error. I mean, sometimes the song comes to me immediately, and a lot of times, though, it takes a long time to figure out exactly what's right. And in this movie, it was the hardest. The first two movies were all 70s songs, but this one, it's movies from, songs from the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 2000. And so choosing, it was just so many choices. That was a little bit more difficult.
The soundtrack of the movie is incredible.
It's
so good. I still listen to it. You know, when I drive my car, I just like blasted. It was like, yes, all the good memories.
Since you've been gone, since you've been gone. Since you've been gone. Since you've been gone.
Ihr sollt wissen, ich bin dankbar, an der Seite meiner Freunde zu kämpfen. Äschert sie ein.
So this is your last Marvel project for the foreseeable future, at least. What is your farewell message to the fans?
My message to the fans is I hope that you guys love this movie as much as I do. I hope you guys can see the blood, sweat, and tears that me and the cast and the entire crew put into it. I hope that it's something beautiful for all of you, and I hope that when you go to see it in movie theaters on May 5th, that you love the person sitting next to you a little more on the way out than on the way in.
Wir bringen jeden der uns in die Quere kommt.
Nein, wir werden niemanden umbringen.
Nur ein paar Leute.
Gar keine Leute.
Wir bringen einen um, einen Dummen, den keiner liebt.
Jetzt klingt's auch noch voll traurig.